it is given that a point A oscillate according to a certain harmonic law in a reference frame K dash, which in its turn performs harmonic oscillations related to reference frame K. Both oscillations occur along the same direction. When K dash frame oscillates at a frequency 20 or 24 Hz, the beats frequency of point A in K frame turns out to be equal to nu. At what frequency of oscillation of frame K dash will the beats frequency of point A becomes equal to 2V? So just consider that there is a particle A which is in simple harmonic motion with some frequency, and which is inside a frame of reference which is represented by taken as K dash, and that K dash is in a frame of reference represented by taken as K. So here it is given that what about the beats frequency of particle A with respect to that K frame. So when K frame oscillated at a frequency 20 or 24 Hz, beats frequency of A in K frame turns out to be equal to nu. So we can just consider that, let's say A is oscillating with the frequency N1 with respect to frame of reference A, and this K dash frame is oscillating with the frequency N2 with respect to reference frame. So we can find out what about the value of its beats frequency. So we know that this delta n will be equal to n1 minus n2, and it may be possible that it is n2 minus n1 or n1 minus n2. So over here you can just consider that the value of this beats frequency is equal to nothing but the difference in frequency. Assume that the value of beats frequency here is n, so we can write it can have a plus or minus values, depends upon whether we are writing n1 minus n2, n2 minus n1. So we can write as delta n is equal to n1 minus n2, when n1 is the frequency of A and n2 is the frequency of K dash. Now if you are just considering, in a question it is given that the value of this n2 can be written as nothing but n1 plus or minus n, where n2 is frequency of K dash. In this question it is given that the value of this n2 is changing from 22 or to 24. So when it is between 22 or 24, the frequency we are getting it as, let's say, n, beats frequency we are getting it as n. So 20 or 24 can be written as nothing but it is 20 or 24 basically it is. So we can just so it is 20 or 24 can be written as 22 plus or minus 2. That should be equal to nothing but n1 plus or minus n. So we can just, if you are comparing these two equations, we can write over here the value of n1 is nothing but 22 and the value of n is equal to 2. Now in the second situation, our aim is to get a frequency that is 2 times of the actual beats frequency. So now the value of beats frequency is 2. Now we should get a beats frequency, let's say, that is 4. So we can write this n dash is equal to plus or minus 4. So if you are modifying this equation, that is n2 is equal to n1 plus or minus n. Now the value of this n1 we know that it is 22 plus or minus, and the value of 4 n becomes equal to, or the value of n dash becomes equal to 4. So we can write the value of this n2 will be equal to 18, or it will be in between 18 and 26. That will be the